Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. We are going to be doing kind of a different declutter slash collection, not so much declutter. So today's all about brows. So I'm going to be showing you the brow products that I have and talking through whether I like them, what color I have in them, what they're good for, things like that. So I'm probably not going to destash too much because I will use my brow products till they're done. I am going to go ahead and get started with brow primer, setters, things like that. So the first thing I want to talk about that I absolutely love is this Bravo Conditioning Primer. So this is from Benefits. This is my second one that I have had, and I really like it. So you put this on prior to doing your brows, and it's a primer, supposed to be conditioner. I don't know that I can speak to how well it conditions them. Mine don't grow more because I use it or anything, but it does make it easier to apply my brow product after that. I don't know if easier is the word, but it makes them more defined and it helps it stick to my brows better, I guess I would say. So I do really like this product. I don't always remember to use it, but I really like it and I do recommend it. And then I'm just going to talk about some setting products for the brow. So I've got some from two different brands. I've got the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and then I've got the Benefit Ready Set Brow. This one's okay, but I will not repurchase this again. And actually this I am going to declutter into a giveaway because it's just a little sample size and I don't need it. I still have some of the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel in the large size left, but I don't really reach for it because I use the Benefit Ready Set Brow. This one really holds your brows in place and keeps them set how you want them to be formed onto your face, and I really like it. I do have an additional one in my backups. This also just went in my monthly favorites. So this brow setting gel is a favorite of mine. Let me show you guys the brush on it. It's an interesting brush, and I'm not really sure why there are not bristles all the way around, but you can see that side's flat and then there's bristles on the ends. So then I've got kind of 4 different categories of brow products to talk about. So I've got the thicker ones and the pens. I've got thin pencils. I have got powder slash pomade, and brow mascara. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is these thicker ones and the pens. And this is the Kat Von D Tattoo Brow. I got it in blonde. It came in a brow kit that I got, and I didn't really like it. The blonde is for sure too light for me, so here's what it looks like. And you just kind of brush it in, but I don't feel like it looks very natural with the pen. There's another pen that I've used in the past. It's either Lorac or Laura Geller, and I also felt the same way about that pen. I didn't really like it, and I felt like it just looked more fake and not as natural with the pen formula of the brow color product. And then the next one that I've got is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This one is totally used up. You can see this is actually, that's twisted all the way up. This is actually in my project pan. I love this product. It is very creamy, and you can see that it goes to a point there, so it's easy to apply that and use that to get kind of finer down into the point. But it just applies really nicely, and it easily to apply. You do get a lot of color with this one, and it has it's really creamy, but it kind of has a waxy texture, so it helps the brows stay in place as well. I have this in the number 3, and it is a perfect color for my brows. You're going to find that I really like Benefit brow products. And then another one I have is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. This is in the this is like the universal taupe, which I think is a bit silly that the same color can't be used for everybody. Let me show you what this color is. I mean, I understand that you can do it lighter or So you can do it lighter or darker, but this is not gonna work with someone with black brows, and it's not gonna work with someone with blonde brows. And this one is not so easy to apply. It's not as creamy as the Benefit one, so it's just harder to use. The little spoolie on it is actually a really nice spoolie, but not my favorite. Don't recommend it. Won't repurchase it. The next line that I'm going to talk about is brow pencils. And I've got a lot of these, and I have used a lot of them. So let's just start with two that I don't have on hand, and that is the Collab Skinny Brow Pencil. I've used that one up, and the ColourPop Skinny Brow Pencil, I just got it and can't find it. So I really like both of those. I'm like a medium color in both of them as well, like the middle range one. And I like both of them. I think that they both work really nice. They apply really easily. They're creamy. So I would recommend both of those two, and they're more inexpensive. The ColourPop one is cheaper than the Collab one, but the Collab one, which is at Sally Beauty's, is always buy one, get one half price or 30% off or something like that. So you just have to keep an eye out for the Sally Beauty sales. Then I have got the IT Cosmetics Your Brows But Better. It's the same kind of skinny spoolie on the end. And what color do I have it in? Oh, another universal taupe. I don't know why they think everyone's universal taupe over at IT Cosmetics, but this one is similar. It's the last one right here. It's not real easy to apply. It's just a little harder and firmer than the other one, so it's not one of my favorites. I'm not sure why I got this one in the first place, but when they're firmer, it's harder to get the line you want because you have to kind of go harder. I just don't really like that one. I won't repurchase it. Oh my gosh, do I have two of them? I feel like that's something that can go in a giveaway, right? If it's been barely used. I didn't realize I had two of those in there. Well, there we go. All right, so the next thing I've got is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Perfect Pencil in medium brown. Just not a fan of brow pencils either. Let's see. Yeah, it's not really that creamy. I think to get a really good, this would be a good color on me though. I think to get a really good brow definition and looking more natural and easier to apply, you've got to have some kind of creamy product there, and this one is not. And then I've got the Clinique Brow Keeper. The only problem with this product is that it's a little bit too thick, so it's harder to get like a really exact fine line and make the hairs look hair-like. They just look a little thicker, so it looks a little more unnatural, but it is a good consistency. And I've used a lot of it. It was like a full eyeliner stick when I got it. It's probably one of the first brow products that I used to use because I used to use Clinique a lot more before I knew about other kinds of cosmetic lines. And this one's in 03 Honey, and it is my match. Kind of hard to see. So you can see that that line is just a little thicker. The next one I have is an Ofra Universal Color, and this one I got, I want to say in a BoxyCharm or Birchbox or Ipsy or something. So there's that one. This one is a really nice brow product as well, but it's a little too dark for me. So it's supposed to be universal, but even trying to apply it with a really light hand, it's still a little dark for me, but it's a very creamy formula. You can get this to a really fine point, as fine as you would want it to create a more natural looking brow either. And the last pencil that I have is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I have that in taupe. And to be quite honest, this is not my favorite brow product. I know people love this brow product, but I still like the Collab and the ColourPop one better than this one, and they're way cheaper. I have not used the NYX one, but I hear that the NYX one is very similar to this one. They do have a really nice spoolie on it though, but I'm not going to buy that. I can just keep this in my brushes after I'm done with it to use the spoolie on it. Then next I've got some brow mascaras, and these are all favorites of mine, but I'll start with the cheapest one first because I really do like this one. It's the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. I had a hard time deciding what color to get, and I ended up getting the chocolate. I thought by the name chocolate it was going to be too dark for me, but it really is a light brown color, so you can see it right there. And there is just something about this. It does have a thicker one than like the Give Me Brow, which I also really like. So you can see it's got a much larger and thicker spoolie on it, but I just really like that NYX one. After you've filled it in, and the NYX one is also one that I could just use on its own if I keep it in the car and forget, and I've forgotten to do my brows that day. So then we've got the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is my second one that I've had, the Benefit Gimme Brow, but I probably won't repurchase this now that I know how much I like the NYX one. So this is my top favorite. I have the Gimme Brow in light medium. It is a really nice product. I cannot swatch light medium for you because this is about, maybe I can get a little bit. It's about the end of this one for me. It's in my project pan and I've just been trying to use it up. Okay, so there's the NYX chocolate and there's the light brown or the light medium in the Give Me Brow, but both of them work fine for me. The last one I have we got in a BoxyCharm. This is the Brow Gal from Tanya Brooks, or maybe the Brow Gal is, okay, so the Brow Gal Tinted Brow Gel with Microfibers. I have it in light hair number 3. And there's that spoolie. I can show you all 3 of them next together. I want to say that the Brow Gal one is very similar to the Tarte Amazonian Clay Brow Gel. And I do like the Tarte one. I've gone through 2 of the Tarte ones actually. So there are, maybe if I put them right here, that'd be easier to see. There's the 3 next to each other. But I really like that Brow Gal too. I want to say is closer to $20. So when I repurchase one after I use these, it's probably going to be the NYX one. Really because you have to purchase Brow Gal off of their website and you've got to pay their shipping fee. So it's just easier for me to get the NYX one. But these are all great products and I do like them all. They all have got some little microfiber hairs in them to help stick to your brows and just make it look more natural as well. So the next thing I've got are some powders and pomades. And the first thing I want to talk about is the Browsings. I don't think they still sell this. They may sell it in something called something else, or it may be the Cabral that replaced it. So this is the Benefit Browsings, and it was a little square package, and it came like this. I had this for years. And I love it. I still use it. It's got like a waxy on one side and a powder on the other side. And I find that that combination just really helps to give a really great defined brow. And when I'm going for that look, this is what I use. I really do like this product. And so they do still have the Browsings. They just repackaged it. So really exciting, and I definitely recommend that product. The other product that they have that I really like is the Cabral. So it comes in a little container like this, and you can flip it over. You've got your brush right there, and then you've got your little jar of cream gel brow. So this one, it's starting to pull away from the sides, but I think it's still... Yeah, so this is very similar to, it's kind of a mixture of the Browsing. So it's like it's got some powder in there, but it's also got some little waxy in there. So more of a pomade, and I really like that one too. If I were you, I recommend, they have the big size, but they also have a mini size that's like more than half the price. I have had this forever. You can't go through it fast enough before it's going to go bad. So I would recommend getting the smaller size because you're still going to have that for a while. I have got it in number 3. Number 3 is closer to a taupe / medium brown color. But I do really like that too. And the last one I have is this Cella. If you guys get BoxyCharm, then you might have gotten this, or everybody got this, I think, in their July box. And this is the Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. I know a lot of people said that they didn't really like this. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's really far down into the container, so it's hard to get just a small amount onto this. The color that it is thick is too dark for me. So you can see here how dark that is. It is the top one going this way. So it's this one right here. So I really have to have a light hand, and I can't have a lot of product on it, but when I do have a light hand and not a lot of product, I really like it. It's very creamy, so it applies more naturally. It helps to give you that defined look that you might want. So I do like that. I don't know that I would recommend this. I think I'd probably recommend the Benefit ones over this one. And the Benefit ones are just easier to get. But next I have got two brow highlighting products. So I've got the Highbrow from Benefit. Until I like Benefit brow products. So that is that like pink one. Very creamy, easy to use, easy to blend in. And then I've also got the Wet n Wild. It just looks the exact same. It's the brow product. So that's the bottom one. I do have to say that I like the Benefit one a little better. It's a little easier to blend in below the brow bone. But the Wet n Wild one is a lot cheaper, and it does work just as well. You just have to work with it a little more. So both of them I would recommend if you want to save money. The Wet n Wild one is a great way to go. So those are all my brow products that I currently have. So I've got these two that were in my project pan. This one I've used up, and this one I'm almost done with. So I've just been I just kind of use whichever brow product I pull for that day. But thank you so thank you guys so much for joining me for this brow more collection than declutter, a little declutter. Don't forget to hit subscribe before you leave, like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.